Hello, my sweet crafty friends. Monique with Grace and Tattered Lace. Let's make this cute, rustic, wonky pumpkin on a wagon. All right, the first thing we did was use this pumpkin cutout. That is available if you'd like to purchase it. Use some Deb's DIY liquid patina in the color of Dark and Decrepit. I went ahead and stained that pumpkin on both sides. A little wood block that came from Dollar Tree, and 4 wood slices from Dollar Tree. Now you can see it looks like I left a hole in the middle, but I went ahead and went back and covered that completely. Now I have some apple barrel paint in the color of Harvest Pumpkin, and I'm just going to paint right over the top of that. Now I am doing both sides, you guys. I'm only going to show you one side because it will make the video much too long. But there we go, painted both sides. Now it did take 2 coats because it was a very thin now I'm just using some clear wax. I put that on the pumpkin, then I buffed it off using a little napkin. Now we're going to use this polka dot stencil, Magnolia stencils. If you're interested in the stencil, let me know. Just type polka dot in the comments and I will get you some information. We're defuzzing the stencil. We're going to put that right on our pumpkin, and we're going to use some white chalk paste to fill this in. Now you guys, my chalk paste was quite old. I'm just trying to use up some old stock, and it was a little thick. So when I pull this off, it's probably not the way it would be normally if I had had a better paste, but you know what? It's exactly what I wanted. So I don't care that they're a little wonky and they're a little vintagey looking. Now I'm using my gator tool and I'm just sanding the edges of my pumpkin all the way around both sides. You can just see how that little brown part and the raw wood is starting to show through, just giving it that rustic look, you guys. All right, look at, there we go. I did the sides also, just to make it all kind of uniform together. Now I have a piece of a drop cloth that we're going to use as a bow. We're going to wrap that all the way around our pumpkin. It is torn, the edges are rough and raggedy, and I just love it just like that. Just tied it in a nice tight knot. Now I have a little brown tag that we're going to grunge up with some dark sealing wax. And then we're going to stamp the word fall on there. All right, now I've got the word fall stamped on there. We're going to add some embellishments, put some little buttons on the bottom of that just to give it a little more character. Now I've added some fall flowers that I got from Joann's last year and a little bit of greenery just to give this some character. I did not like that little piece of oak sprig that I had in there, and so I changed it up, and this is what we added. We're just going to glue that on, glue it all down, add our tag right to the top. Now I'm just going to make a quick little bow to put right on the top of that, just make it all cute. All right, you guys, look at, that's what we have going on so far. Isn't that super cute? All right, now we're just going to take this little wood piece that I got from Dollar Tree, those little log slices, wood slices, I'm not really sure what to call them. We're going to glue it on. We're going to use a little bit of wood glue and some hot glue. I'm going to glue all 4 of those on. This is going to be the base of our little wagon. Make sure that it's nice and secure before you start moving it around. Now I'm just going to add a little button right there to the middle of those wood slices to make it look more like a wheel. All right, once that's done, we're going to attach our pumpkin. Now, you guys, I didn't want to put any of those little tumbling tower blocks in the front and the back to stabilize this, so I got out my handy dandy drill. I drilled a hole in the bottom of the pumpkin. We're going to use some Dollar Tree skewers and use those to attach the two pieces together. So there you go. You can see where I have those skewers in there. Use some hot glue and some wood glue to make sure that they are attached. I used some paint on the end of those skewers to touch that wood block from Dollar Tree to know where to mark and drill the holes in there. Went ahead and drilled the holes in, put in some glue, realized that I needed to trim those down a little bit, and now we're just going to put right back in there. And this is so darn cute, you guys. All right, I added a little bit of Spanish moss and a nice twine rope. This one came from Hobby Lobby for our pool wagon. And I added some fabric to the end because that rope will fray if you don't secure it properly. So I just added a little bit of fabric to secure it off. You guys, I love how this turned out. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're inspired, and I hope that you'll make one. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. See you soon. Love ya.